succinctly as possible.
Our next witness is
talk about some of
Mr.
the
Wes
frustration you
Smith.
had with trying to get it
Mr.
introduced,
Smith is
into
the
the VA
president of
system.
E&E
I
Manufacturing
think people are
Company in
gonna be,
Plymouth,
really
Michigan,
startled by
a
some of
company
the
whose products
stuff
are
that we
found
can
on
do
millions of
as a
American-made
nation,
vehicles. Mr.
which our
Smith is
veterans
testifying
can,
on
in
behalf of
fact,
Motor and Equipment
increase the quality of
Manufacturers
their lives and the
Association.
degree
Since
of, their health
1904,
care.
MIMA
And
has
we simply
exclusively
not to
represented and
have
served
done it.
manufacturers of motor
And,
vehicles
I just
components.
want to
Welcome, sir.
highlight
Thank you very much.
the
And
fact that
again,
there are
my
so
name is
many of
Wes
these
Smith, and I
around.
am
I
the
have
president
no,
and owner of E&E Manufacturing Company. And I
shall I
appreciate
say,
the
no
opportunity to discuss
special
the
interest in
challenges
any
we small
company per se.
suppliers in the
I'm
motor
not trying to
vehicle
get
industry
anybody a
face.
job or
My
anybody
company,
a
E&E Manufacturing,
contract.
is one of these
I
small
just feel it's
suppliers. We're
imperative
located in Plymouth,
that,
Michigan,
the
and Athens,
ingenuity of
Tennessee.
our nation,
We began our business over
be more
45 years
recognized,
ago. It has
and
since grown its
the,
footprint
that
from a
the,
small 5,000 square foot shop
the sense
to almost a half a
we
million
can do
square
better
foot
for our
world-class
veterans comes
service
out and
supplier of
somehow maybe,
highly engineered
we
stamped
can
metal
change things
solutions,
by
and
having
we
all of you
are
here
proud
together,
to have several
showing
patents
what we
under
can
our
do
belt.
as a nation,
We were the first metal stamping company
and,
also
hopefully encourage,
in the nation to be awarded the Michigan
more
Voluntary
quickly- the more quick
Protection
acceptance
Program
of this,
Star
for
Award
treatment.
from OSHA for our outstanding
So,
safety program, and are
I thank you
determined
for
to
being
continue
here.
to
I
provide
would,
safe and
welcome
meaningful
panel
employment to our
number
over
one.
200 employees. And again, this is
comprised of
actually a
companies that will
national
discuss a
program
wide
under
range of
OSHA, and we were the
technology
first metal
treatments
stamper
that
to
are
receive that, and we're very
ready
proud of
for-
that.
for use
We're
or
also
currently
currently on
developed.
track to reach our 50 million in sales this year. This projection, however, is only 50%, which we had previously forecasted for our 2009 budget. That the economic climate is a difficult one is no news to anyone. Despite the significant challenges facing the motor vehicle supplier industry, very little assistance has been focused on small suppliers. And we urge the committee to work with others to craft specific policies to address the needs of these suppliers. The auto industry is one of the most, in its supply base, is one of the most intricate industrial complexes. On one side is the vehicle manufacturers, a dozen or so major original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, that dominate world production, have sales measuring in the tens to hundreds of billions of dollars. And on the other side is a dozen or so major material suppliers, the steel, aluminum, and plastic providers that too have sales measured in the tens of billions of dollars. Caught in between are the over 3,000 suppliers that produce the 10,000 parts that make up every passenger car and truck. All of these parts of the supply chain are interdependent. Just as an example, 51% of GM suppliers are also in Ford Motor supply base. In revenue dollars, this interdependency is even more dramatic. 90% of the dollar amount that GM spends is with suppliers who also supply Ford. Because of drastically reduced volumes and non-functional capital market, this interdependent structure is in crisis. Financial assistance to suppliers has not provided small manufacturers with the capital and resources to survive. And let me give you three examples. Firstly, the U.S. Treasury program was designed to provide protection against bankruptcy risk of General Motors and Chrysler. The program targeted only direct, larger first-tier suppliers of GM and Chrysler. As such, smaller suppliers facing financial distress are completely dependent on their first-tier customers to provide financial assistance through the supply chain. Secondly, Section 136 of the Energy Interdependence and Security Act of 2007 authorized grants and direct loans to eligible applicants for projects to re-equip, expand, and establish manufacturing facilities. The grant program had originally set aside money for small suppliers. But in the end, the grant program has not been funded. Since the issuance of the rule last fall, the DOE has received over 100 loan applications. MEMA understands that a majority of the applications were component manufacturers, but it is highly unlikely that the smaller applicants will ever be able to qualify for these loans. Thirdly, the SBA programs have been the foundation of small supplier support for decades. However, the SBA loan programs are limited to only $2 million. Since suppliers are expected to fund a great deal of research and development in large OEM projects, the loan amounts have limited their usefulness and our participation. Although small manufacturers should be able to turn to the SBA loan program, the current system is simply not designed to meet the needs of manufacturers with substantial raw material research and development costs and working capital needs. Perhaps these unintended consequences, unintended or not, these consequences are significantly detrimental to my company's ability to protect and grow meaningful manufacturing jobs in Plymouth, Michigan, and Athens, Tennessee. I myself have traveled to D.C. a number of times and have met with over 100 members of Congress, officials at the White House, as well as the Departments of Commerce, Treasury, and the USTR to speak about manufacturing issues. In order for change to take place, everyone must join in this fight. We are pleased to work with the committee members on initiative laid out in my written statement, and I would like to thank you for your time and efforts to making the millions of American manufacturing voices heard. Our only hope is that this message is heard and understood and acted upon before it's too late. Thank you.